It's time to do a best ball draft. Let's get it. Alright guys, welcome into another video. This time we're going to do one of the best ball drafts live here. We're going to show you guys how it goes. It's the $5 entry. We're going to do the fast pick. We're waiting on some entrants right now. It looks like we have 6 of 12. But as we go through this, I'm going to kind of show you guys what I do, what my thought process is. Best ball is a different animal, right? There you have to look at different things than a season-long leagues, right? You're looking for more of those boom-bust potentials. So who are the guys that can give you the real upside type of weeks? That's what you want to start looking at. Bye weeks are super important in this because in a best ball league, as I showed you guys in a video we had done before talking about the strategy, you don't set your lineups every single week. You draft a team, and whatever comes out of that team, whoever scores the most is automatically placed into your starting lineup for you. So the flip side of that, there's no waivers, right? So if someone gets injured or whatever, you can't drop that player. You draft them, you're stuck with them for the entire season, and whoever drafts the best team at the end of the season wins. Best ball is really fun. If you're doing a lot of mock drafts, best ball leagues are almost like mock drafts, just like that. It kind of gets you prepared, looking for the ADP, where people are falling, and that's kind of what you want to look at. But I'm going to show you guys here on a best ball draft for myself, show you what my thought process goes through, because this is not a mock draft. This is for real. Just put $5 on the line, and we'll see what happens. You know, I think it's going to be a random order from where I pick at, so I don't know yet what position that I'm going to pick from, but we're going to kind of scout out and see what we can come up with. See if we can get a good roster at the end of the day. You do want to get multiple quarterbacks and multiple tight ends as we kind of shimmy our way through the draft. This is going to be probably a longer video than what you're used to seeing from my channel, but I wanted to kind of show you guys cut and dry. You know, it's going to be unedited video. We're going all the way through. Whatever happens, happens. I want you guys to see what it's like if you're interested in getting into one of these best ball tournaments, what you can expect. And then we'll kind of go from there. Maybe I can refresh this page. It was 11 of 12, so we're almost there. We need one more person to join, and it's automatically going to set us up. It's going to set a random draft order, and then I believe it gives you like 30 seconds or so. Let's see. Oh, a minute. So it gives us a minute. We are pick number 8. So we're picking 8th here. So kind of give you a lay of the land real quick. These are the people who are drafting into the draft. Here's your draft timer. We have rankings here. We have all, you can go by all of it. You can do just by quarterbacks, running backs, receivers, tight ends, and flex. If you like a player, you could star them, and when you star them, they go over here in your queue. So if for some reason the timer runs out on you, it's going to pick from your queue first. Okay, there's a link here called Pick History, and as people get picked, they're going to show up on this. So if you're ever wondering and want to keep track of who's been picked, that's a good thing to do. And then down here is going to be your roster and how we fill it out. It's 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, a tight end, a flex, and then we have some bench spots here we're going to take care of. Okay, so I know I picked 8, so I want 8 people. 1, 2, 3. We'll cut first. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's refreshing. 7 and then 8. So we've got 8 people queued up. So we're going to kind of see how the draft goes. I always like to be prepared for myself. So I'm not lagging behind. Let's see. First pick overall, Jonathan Taylor. Nothing surprised there. Christian McCaffrey. His injury history really scares me. Cooper Kupp. Austin Eckler going off the board, number 4th overall. That's very strange. Something I definitely wouldn't do. Jamar Chase gets picked 5th. Will we see Derrick Henry fall to me? I don't think we will, but I would love to have Derrick Henry with the 8th pick. Nope, Derrick Henry's right there. We've got Devontae Adams and Dalvin Cook here. I actually want to go running back here since we're 8th. There's a lot of receivers that I like, so I'm going to go ahead and draft Dalvin Cook here. You can either draft him here and draft him overall, or you can just click this little draft button on the side. So we're going to click him, and then you're going to see as we click, it goes onto our roster, right? And you want to look at the bye weeks, make sure we're drafting people that have the bye week, so we don't have everybody off the same week, right? So let's go back to the pick history. Joe Mixon was taken right after, then Najee Harris. As you can see, there's a lot of running backs that are getting taken off the board. Davante Adams still on the board. Diggs, I don't really care for taking Kelsey so early. Aaron Jones and Nick Chubb, I want to put them on there. Here we go. Davante Adams. Will Davante Adams fall to me? That'll be nice. Dang, Davante Adams just got taken. We're up in 2 picks. We're either going to get... Well, it looks like we're going running back here. Alvin Kamara scares me because he's still in legal proceedings. He got in trouble at the Pro Bowl, and I don't want to draft Kamara, and then he's ended up suspended. So the next running back that I want on the board will be Nick Chubb. So let's go ahead and take Nick Chubb. We're starting out this draft with Dalvin Cook and Nick Chubb, solidifying our running back room. I really like doing that before we start getting some of these wide receivers on the boards. Quarterbacks, I take a little later, so I'm not getting any of these high-profile players. And then tight ends, I kind of don't draft early anyway. So we'll kind of see how it goes. Look at the pick history real quick. Alvin Kamara was actually taken right after me. Let's see who G. Burns 1 will be taken. Saquon Barkley. So again, you're seeing these running backs coming off the board. We could take another running back here with our 3rd pick and go 3 running backs. But I would like to have a top receiver fall to us. But we'll see what comes up to us. Deebo Samuel was taken next. He's a good player. I'm not sure if he's going to be on San Francisco or not, but that's a good value right there. Mike Evans, he's always a good player. Mark Andrews, very good tight end, taken off the board there. But again, I do like my start. The Dalvin Cook, Nick Chubb is a really good start to start out with. Leonard Fournette going off the board. Williams, I think that's too rich for my blood. They had Melvin Gordon come back, so he's not going to be the lone bell cow there. So I think a round 2 running back, I'd rather get him in the 3rd. Darren Waller's nice. T. Higgins coming off the board. And we're coming up, you see our picks are coming up here, and we're getting there. We're on pick 32 here. And we will see what comes up of us here. We shall see. We have a few picks, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 picks. So what I like to do is go draft 5 players that I like. I do like Connor. I like A.J. Brown. I like Michael Pittman. Let's go look at these. I like Keenan Allen. I still like Zeke. Zeke Elliott would be nice too. But we might grab a receiver here. I don't really want any of those guys. So I think I might could. A.J. Brown moved over to the Philadelphia. He's going to be the bona fide number 1 wide receiver. He was just taken off the board. Michael Thomas, I do like him, but I want to see if I can get him, wait another round to grab him. James Conner, the number 1 for Arizona. I'm going to go ahead and just really solidify my running back room here and take James Conner. I want to see how my team shapes out by taking another running back. So we went 3 running backs in a row, which I normally don't do. I really like Cortland Sutton here, so I'm going to put him on my queue here. I like to look at the queue and seeing kind of where we are. Who went up there? David Montgomery just went off the board. I do like Breece Hall as well. Put him on their board. So we'll see who comes back to us. I'm feeling frisky to where I want to let Michael Thomas. See this? You can easily shuffle your board over here. Who just went? Ezekiel Elliott just went. Could go receiver here, I think. Cortland Sutton, I believe, is going to be a really good wide receiver. I think I might take Cortland Sutton here. And then we'll see if we can get Michael Thomas on the way back. That could give us 2 really good wide receivers. I'm not sure if he's going to last, but we are going to attempt to make that happen. Let's look at the tight ends real quick. George Kittle, Zach Ertz, and not fond of that. Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts. Still got some good quarterbacks here. I would like to get a hold of Jalen Hurts here if I could, but we're going to wait a little bit. See if I can grab a Sutton. Here's Cortland Sutton right here. So now we just secured Cortland Sutton as our wide receiver 1. I would love to get Jalen Hurts here, but Michael Thomas is going to be my number 1 priority. This is what I like to do, though. I know I want quarterback. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see These guys, he's already got a quarterback. Batu, he does not have a quarterback. JoJo, he does not have a quarterback. So a lot of people don't have quarterbacks. So that could be scary if I wait on quarterbacks. But I like to go late quarterback anyway. So I wouldn't mind waiting to get some of these guys. But I just think Jalen Hurts is going to have a really good season. And I don't want to miss out on Michael Thomas either. So he's one of my favorites for this year. I think he's going to come back with a vengeance because he was out all season last year. And I think that Jameis Winston's really going to target Michael Thomas quite a bit. And I don't want to miss out on that. I am liking James Conner in my flex. I'm liking Courtland Sutton as my number one. I think Russell Wilson's going to kind of turn him into the DK Metcalf of the offense. But we'll kind of see how it goes. We'll see. There's still a few picks before it gets to us. Not sure if Thomas will be on the board or not, but let's look at the pick history here. A lot of receivers are coming off the board here. Breece Hall just went off the board. Josh Jacobs went off the board. Let's look and see. Michael Thomas is still there. There's still a couple in front of him, but I think we can. We're going to try to go wide receiver here, and we're going to see if we can last without a quarterback and see if Jalen Hurts can make it back to us. If not, that's okay. That's quite all right. I would still rather take some of these upper guys that we have. I like Amari Cooper and Drake London. Smith's really nice. I like Darnell Mooney a lot. DeAndre Hopkins, I do like to get him late in best ball drafts right now because if you can get through the first 6 weeks having Hopkins on your team, good. Michael Thomas lasted to us. Let's go ahead and take Michael Thomas, which gives us Sutton and Michael Thomas, two really good receivers. We'll see if we can get Jalen Hurts. We're hoping Jalen Hurts taken right there. See, I got sniped. I don't know. I didn't know which way I should have went, and that's okay. We'll wait for a late-round quarterback. We're not really worried about these guys right now. Running back room, it's looking a little thin right now, so we're not too worried about running backs. We just want to really stack up our receivers and see what kind of goes. A lot of good receivers left. I don't know if Hopkins will last another round. Not sure if I should go Hopkins here. I may try to play the game. If I can play the game, I would be happy with waiting one more round before we grab Hopkins here. I might get Drake London here. Drake London should be the number one wide receiver for Atlanta. And we'll see if we can grab Hopkins on the way back and then ended up with a Darnell Mooney pick. Because I would really like that combination. You're really looking for people with these that's going to get these targets. I like Drake London. Let's go ahead and take Drake London, and we'll hope Hopkins can come back to us. That would be a nice, after week 6, we would get Hopkins back, and it would look really good for us. So that's kind of where I want to go. I don't think he's going to last, but we'll see. That's kind of the goal or the thought process that I want to go to. Again, let's go over my my roster right now. We have Dalvin Cook, Nick Chubb, Courtland Sutton, Michael Thomas, Drake London, and James Conner so far. Darnell Mooney just went off the board. I really wanted Darnell Mooney, but that's okay. Yeah, I don't see Hopkins coming back to us, but that's okay. That's quite all right. I could get the combo with the Russell Wilson here, possibly. I'm going to put him on the board just in case because I do like having those combos because if Russell Wilson throws it to Courtland Sutton, you just got a double combo. Let's look at the running backs here. I do. Miles Sanders could be an option here. Clyde Edwards-Helaire could be an option. Let's look at some of the receivers. I like Garrett Wilson. I like Christian Watson. I do like Chris Olave, but since we already have Michael Thomas, I don't want to put him on the board. Tyler Lockett, I mean, he could get some play. I just don't like the quarterback play over there, Drew Lock. He's good for absolutely nothing. Let's see. Let's see how this draft is falling. Let's go ahead and look at the pick history. Kyler Murray just went up the board. Rashad Bateman, he's the number one now in Baltimore. Should be a really good pick for fantasy, especially those boom-bust weeks. Clyde Edwards-Helaire going off the board. Elijah Mitchell went off on 68 overall. Don't know if I'd have picked him that high. He might be a 49ers fan for all I know. Matthew Stafford coming off the board here. Let's see how we go. Tom Brady. Got some quarterbacks coming off the board now. We may want to start. There goes DeAndre Hopkins. But that's okay. That is quite all right. Quarterbacks we got. It's starting to get a little slim at quarterback. Russell Wilson could be an option for us if we wanted to go that route. No, he can't, because he just got sniped from us. So it looks like we're going to be looking for Smith here. Devonta Smith, he put up some points last year, and I think he would be a really good receiver. He would actually be our wide receiver number 4, and I wouldn't be mad at that. If we can grab Smith here, then we can maybe try to work for our first quarterback next and see what we can come up with. I do like Aaron Rodgers and Derek Carr, Joe Burrow, Jameis Winston, Kirk Cousins. So there's still some options out there for us. It looks like we're going to get either Devonta Smith or we can grab another running back in Miles Sanders. With Devonta Smith right there, I think that's a great value to take. To have in such in the 7th round, that's a really good player to go. So let's look at what we got here. Aaron Rodgers will probably be my number 1 player that I want right now, even though he doesn't have Devontae Adams anymore. I believe it's still Aaron Rodgers. He's a beast. He hasn't had Devontae before, and he still put up good numbers. So we'll see how it goes. If I can get the combination of Aaron Rodgers and Christian Watson, that would be really good combo to have. And maybe I end up with a Jameis Winston or Trey Lance or something like that to round out my team. Let's look at the tight ends. What do we got up here? I do like Zach Ertz. Let's go ahead and put him in here. I think Zach Ertz will be a top 5 tight end this year. If you guys have looked some of my sleepers or my tight end rankings, you can see Zach Ertz is definitely a number 5 tight end. I think he'll end up landing there. So I'll actually move up Zach Ertz to here. So we'll see. It looks like we might be able to end up there with Aaron Rodgers as our quarterback. It's coming up pretty quickly to us. There's still some quarterbacks above him. So looks like we're going to have Aaron Rodgers here. Yes, it makes me a little worried, but at least we got a quarterback that we can probably lean on. So we'll go ahead and take Aaron Rodgers here. Aaron Rodgers, Dalvin Cook, Nick Chubb, Cortland Sutton, Michael Thomas, Drake London, James Conner, and Devonta Smith. I'm liking our team so far. I'm feeling really good about it. Let's look at the wide receivers. Watson. Let's go ahead and take Zach Ertz next if we can, and then we'll try to end it up with Watson and get that combo, because I think Ertz has a higher value because he's the best tight end available. And then we'll take Watson because I put him a little higher in my rankings, and I believe he belongs a little lower. So I think we might be able to pull that off and grab Zach Ertz first, and plus we need him for our next starting tight end anyway. So we're going to go that route. Hopefully he can land to us. Let's go ahead and look at the pick history. Russell Gage, Dawson Knox, Joe Burrow, Lazard, Rodgers. For me, is Singletary and TJ Hawkinson coming off the board. We are in round 8. We're almost coming up to the halfway point. So I think we're doing pretty well so far. I'm liking my team. Leave a comment below if there's something that you guys would have done differently, or if you like the strategy that I'm taking. I like to try things that are new. I don't like to go for the same exact strategy. I end up doing 20 to 40 best ball lineups on DraftKings every season. So I try to mix and match and do some different things and not always have the same exact team for every single roster that I have, you know. Zach Ertz just went off the board. That's okay. There's some tight ends that I like a little later. You know, I like Njoku, Freiermuth, Gesicki, Everett. Jelani Woods, he's one of my sleepers that no one's heard about. I've had him in a video as well. I think he's going to be a good tight end later on. But I like to get Jelani Woods with my very last pick. Let's see what we got here. I want to take Watson next if he's... Jeez. Sniped away from me. It's all right. We still got Garrett Wilson there. I like the Devontae Parker pick. I like this rookie here. Garrett Wilson. I'll take him. I like the rookie here. Let's see what else we got here. Not much else. Running back, I do like Tyler Algier. Good running back. Chase Edmonds. Gordon might be some good ones. Any good quarterback still up here. I can still wait on that. Let's get some more things first before we kind of dive into the tight ends. There's still some that I would like. I don't think these guys will come off the board right now. I think we still got some time to grab it. And even if we end up with a David Njoku, I mean, he's going to be the quarterback for Deshaun Watson. I think it's going to be great. Actually, we could take a stab at Deshaun Watson. I don't know what his legal situation is, but if he comes scot clean and starts week 1, I mean, that's going to be a steal. That's going to be a steal to have him. So let's put him on the board. I actually haven't taken him in any mock drafts yet, and I actually may do that. So, we got some running backs still left. Chase Edmonds. We could grab Chase Edmonds. He should be the starter for Miami, and that would give us our 4th running back, which I would feel really good about. And then if we can get Chase Edmonds and circle back and maybe get a Deshaun Watson. Hello? You guys are seeing it real time. There we go. I don't know what happened. But we're going to go ahead and take... Let's go ahead and take Chase Edmonds here. I think Chase Edmonds would be a good pick. That was weird. You guys seen that just glitch out, right? That wasn't just me. Somebody must have taken Deshaun Watson. Yep, they took Deshaun Watson. That's why maybe it kind of glitched out on me a little bit there. But not a problem. No worries. We just refreshed the page, and now we're back into it. We may want to go ahead and take our 2nd quarterback soon, though. I do like the Jameis Winston pick. Kirk Cousins and Matt Ryan are pretty much the only 3 that I really like for fantasy. So we could go ahead and take our next one. Actually, no, look. This is what I was talking to you guys about. Week 14 bye. Jameis has a 14 bye. Oh, my gosh. Kirk Cousins was the only one with a week 14 bye. All right, so we're going to have to do something a little different here. Something you guys... This is going to be a 3 quarterbacker right here. This is going to be a 3 quarterbacker right here. Because we're going to have to take somebody like Mac Jones. We're going to have to take 3 quarterbacks here because on week 14, Mac Jones is all we got, and all these guys have week 14 bye. So that's okay. That's okay. We're going to have to make do is what we're going to have to do. And that's not a problem. We can make it work. Let's go ahead and put David Njoku on our board. Farmouth and Gesicki. Devontae Parker, more. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll actually take Jameis Winston next. That's our quarterback. Have I been sniped every single time? Mac Jones he'll last. He'll last, right? This is the love. This is the love you see in fantasy. All right, we'll do Williams and then we'll take Mac Jones because I don't want to take Mac Jones that early. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Yeah. Gosh, I'm not liking it. I've been sniped quite a bit here. We'll go ahead and take the rookie in Detroit. Right now, he's rumored actually to be available week 1, and that would be amazing. And then we're not going to play around with this in our next pick. We're going to go ahead and solidify Mac Jones as our next quarterback. I'm not loving that pick. He's not a great best ball or fantasy football quarterback. But like I said, Matt Ryan would normally be my pick. But, you know, we could play the game. We could play the game of a Matt Ryan and then grab Jones. Because I'm not liking Mac Jones as my QB2. I'm not liking it at all. But we can try. We'll grab Matt Ryan and then Mac Jones back to back. And then we'll try to take Devontae Parker, which is Mac Jones's receiver. We'll see if we can get away with it. Worst case scenario, we could take Trevor Lawrence. But everybody else is just straight dog crap. Let's be good. Let's be good and not say any bad words. But I think Matt Ryan is a better fantasy producer than Mac Jones, and that would make me feel a lot better if I was able to at least have Matt Ryan. And then on week 14, we would just have Mac Jones as our quarterback and just have to play that week 14. Not the best. But we do have 8 picks left here. Looks like we might end up with Matt Ryan here. And I'm okay with that. Okay, we'll take Matt Ryan here. And then hopefully, you guys have seen how many times I've gotten sniped so far this draft. Let's hope that he makes it back to me. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more bench spots left and a tight end. So we need at least 2 tight ends and a quarterback. That leaves us with 3 other spots that we can take. Hopefully Devontae Parker can be one of those. I do want to draft Julio Jones. I like Van Jefferson as well. Julio Jones is rumored to possibly really linking back up with either Matt Ryan with the Colts or with the Bucs with Tom Brady, and I believe that would be really good to have him on fantasy, and he would be a steal at this point. But we need to take Mac Jones because we need to have that quarterback. So he's going to be our next pick regardless. If he gets taken, we're kind of screwed because I don't really like any of them. Maybe Zach Wilson I have to go with, but that's just, I kind of throw up a little bit. Maybe Carson Wentz. I could do Carson Wentz at worst case scenario. No, I can't. He's 14. What am I smoking? All right, guys, don't be taking these guys. Justin Fields just went off the board. Let's look at the pick history here. Alec Pierce, I like that rookie receiver. He's going to be really good too. So this is kind of how I do it, you guys. You see how I'm filling up my queue so I can kind of see who I really want to target. And then I'm still looking around everywhere. I'm looking at the pick history. I'm looking at other people's teams. I want to make sure I'm filling out my roster appropriately and also looking at those bye weeks. Oh, look at week 14, guys. I just looked at this. Look at these 2 receivers on week 14 as well. But that's okay. Week 14, we got Devonta Smith and Garrett Wilson going to be able to be plugged in there. So we're still solid on that aspect. And we're going to fill it out with some more receivers too. I think we're done with running backs. I'm not sure if there's any running backs I want. And we do have 4 running backs that I actually do like that can alter out. So I'm really happy with that. So we might fill it out with some receivers here. Coming up on our pick, we should be able to land Mac Jones, which I'm very happy about. Next pick, don't snipe me. Don't you snipe me, sir. Don't do it. Don't. He's thinking of Mac Jones. He's thinking of Mac Jones right now. I can sense it. Come on, you don't want Mac Jones. You don't want him. 6 seconds, sir. Make your pick. Okay. Yeah. That's upsetting. We'll go ahead and just put it out there. That's upsetting. Yeah, that stings. It stings. It does. It stings. It stings. But I called it, didn't I? I called it. The whole draft. Are they watching this live stream right now? If you're watching this live stream and you're... Who am I going to get? I'm left with a bunch of turds. Daniel Jones? We'll grab Daniel Jones. Whatever. We'll grab Daniel Jones. This is some straight dog poo. Van Jefferson off. Just all my players I want is taken right now. All my players that I want is taken. Oh, of course, David Njoku. Let's grab Daniel Jones, who I do not want. Do not want Daniel Jones. Guys, I waited too long to draft quarterbacks. I like to wait to the end, but my problem was the bye weeks. I've never drafted Aaron Rodgers, so I'm not used to him being week 14, and I kind of screwed up. Kind of screwed up there. Julio Jones will be next, and then I'll go ahead and grab my tight ends. Let's go grab some of these guys. I do like some of these guys. David Bell, George Pickens. Peoples-Jones is nice. Bryan Edwards I like. He could be the number 1 or number 2 receiver. Sterling Shepard I really like. let's kind of go this way here. I do like Mechie. I think Mechie could be really special. And then maybe even Pickens. Yeah, the end of the draft didn't work out the way I kind of wanted to. Yeah. Them sniping Mac Jones from me makes me want to throw my computer in the garbage. But ooh, I do like Mark Ingram. If for some reason Alvin Kamara does not start the season, Mark Ingram will be phenomenal. I actually want him up here. I want Mark Ingram. I think he'll be really good. Well, we'll see if we can grab Julio Jones. I don't want to say it out loud, though, because somebody will want to snipe him. But we'll see if we can't snag Julio Jones here with our next pick. I do like Gerald Everett as well. Gerald Everett came over from Seattle. The Chargers let Jared Cook go, so Gerald Everett is the #1 tight end for Justin Herbert. So he should have some value in Dynasty and in redraft and in best ball. So a lot of people are overlooking Gerald Everett, but he was a good tight end. Even when he played with the Rams, he was a good tight end. So he's somebody you want to keep your eye on. Somebody you want to keep your eye on. We got 4 bench, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bench spots. So 2 tight ends. It's 3 people left. Plus Jelani, yeah. So we'll see what goes. We'll see how it goes. Julio Jones should be able to land on our team. Again, this is just a stab in the dark. I'm hoping he gets signed, because drafting Julio Jones in the 15th round is a freaking steal, if you ask me. And then we're gonna try to grab Gerald Everett next, and then maybe Mark Ingram. We'll see how that works. And then we'll see if we can get Logan Thomas. I like Sterling Shepard a lot too. We'll see how the cookie crumbles. We'll look at the pick history here. Bunch of lower players are getting drafted right now. We have 5 picks remaining, so you can kind of see how it's starting to kind of sway down once it gets to the end of the draft. Gerald Everett gone. All right, that's cool. Let's look at the tight ends left. Logan Thomas, Austin Hooper. Let's go ahead and grab Logan Thomas. That should be our next pick. I'm hoping he doesn't get sniped away from us. If Logan Thomas doesn't do anything, then we'll take Austin Hooper. Evan Ingram could do something in Jacksonville. Possibility. If Trevor Lawrence starts to look his way. He's an athletic tight end. He just can't stay healthy. He has a lot of concussions. There's not any other tight ends that I'm crazy about. So I definitely want to try to snag Logan Thomas if I can as my tight end 1. And we'll see. I mean, he was just a top 5 tight end a couple years ago. So Logan Thomas could be a good pick for us if we go for that route. Logan Thomas, Mark Ingram, Sterling Shepard. That would be nice. And we really would need another tight end. Austin Hooper. So that would be. This is kind of our next couple picks. We have Logan Thomas. We got him. That's nice. So we filled out all of our starting roster. Aaron Rodgers, Dalvin Cook, Nick Chubb, Cortland Sutton, Michael Thomas, Drake London, Logan Thomas, James Conner on the flex, Devonta Smith, Garrett Wilson, Chase Edmonds, Williams, Ryan, Parker, Jones, and Julio Jones. And we still have 1, 2, 3, 4 bench spots left. Let's look at the bye weeks for the tight ends real quick to make sure I'm not messing up. Week 14. Of course he would be taken. Where's Austin Hooper at? Week 6. Okay, that would be pretty solid if we can grab him. 200. I'm gonna take Mark Ingram next, just in case. Or should I take? We already have our. We probably need to solidify that tight end 2. Let's solidify the tight end 2 first, and then we'll grab Mark Ingram, then Sterling Shepard, and then hopefully Jelani Woods at the very end. I'm gonna go ahead and fill up our roster with a couple more people that we may need if a push comes to shove. I'm gonna put Brian Edwards there just in case. Who just got picked? Austin Hooper just got taken. Man, oh man. This ain't looking good for the home team, y'all. C.J. Uzomah, Trey McBride. Jordan for Houston. I mean, he didn't do too bad. We could do Jordan. They're gonna have to throw the ball all the time anyway. Houston's freaking dog turds. So we really have gotten down to the nitty gritty here. This probably isn't my favorite draft, to be honest with you. But Mark Ingram just went too. Well, that's a pooper. That's okay. We'll go ahead and take Jordan here. C.J. Uzomah, I'm not sure how much he used the tight end. Plus, they got so many more weapons to throw to. Trey McBride, they got he could get some targets early on with Hopkins out, but with Zach Ertz being there, I think Zach Ertz is just going to swallow up everything. Yeah, it looks like Jordan's going to have to be my pick here. I think Jordan should be fine. Jordan should be fine. Let's go ahead and draft him. Then we'll see if we can get Sterling Shepard. I think he's a really good value wide receiver, especially when he's healthy. Daniel Jones looks at him a lot. So I wouldn't mind going that route. Randall Cobb, James Washington, what's up with him? Protected boot, he'll be fine. Yeah. Not a lot of value I'm seeing down here. Not a lot of value. Let's just throw some people on here in case we need them. Cobb, Washington, Wan'Dale Robinson. Just in case we need them later on if people start getting taken. Any running backs we can look at. Zamir White could be something, but more something next year, not this year. Ingram, not as much anymore now that they signed. I think they signed Darrell Williams for the RB2 role, so that kind of hinders him. We're pretty much done on that aspect. Quarterback, could we go quarterback? No, these are dog poop. So yeah, this is kind of what we're left with. Not the best end of the draft, but we're making it work. We have 3 picks left. Hopefully it's Sterling Shepard's. We're gonna have to have another tight end, maybe. Should we do another tight end? Could do C.J. Uzomah. Man, I really want to draft another quarterback, but we don't have one to pick from. We could, let's go ahead and grab Sterling Shepard here. I think he's a good value for us. Woods I want to draft last. Since we got him, I don't want Wan'Dale Robinson. We could go Cobb. That's one of his friends. It's always good to draft Randall Cobb. We could end up with Cobb, and then Woods is just another random tight end to see how that goes. Not happy about how this whole draft kind of turned out, but you guys kind of see how my draft process works and what I'm thinking through. I wanted to give you guys a live action shot of what I go through, the mental stage. Not a tremendous amount of commentary overall, but at least you guys get to kind of see how it is to go ahead and do a mock draft, or a best ball draft, I should say. On Draftkings, guys, get in here. There's $5 entries. It's $1 million to first place. Get in here and rock it out. Do some mock drafts, I think, first. Get a good feel for where people are going, and try something different. This is a totally different draft for me. There's a lot of players on my team that I don't have on any of my teams, like Aaron Rodgers. So try something new. Probably should have waited a little bit more for that, or maybe even taken a quarterback round early, like Jalen Hurts instead of Michael Thomas. But we'll see how the season turns out. We'll see how it goes. Is there another better receiver than Cobb that I can go here? I don't know if that's somebody I like. Somebody took Jelani Woods. Ain't that something? That's okay. That's quite all right. I'll just have to double up. We'll go ahead and grab Zamir White. Why not, right? Why not? Oh, Randall Cobb, bye-bye. So we really do need another wide receiver. We really do need another one. Who would be a decent receiver? Would T.Y. Hilton, is he going to get on a team or what? I don't want to just draft him just because if he doesn't land on team, it's a waste of a spot. Jalen Reagor. Man, I'm really diving deep here. I don't know how much I like it. Don't know how much I like it, guys. I could just swing for the fences and grab a Malik Willis. You know what I mean? What if he takes over for Tannehill? At this point, what else am I going to draft? I'll wait. Let's go ahead and take Zamir White here. Another running back off the board. We've got some receivers. We got some. Hey, you know what? Let's take Malik Willis. Why not? We do have both of our tight ends, right? We have Logan Thomas. And we have Brian Jordan. Okay, yeah, let's take Malik Willis with our last pick. Again, drafting people that I've never drafted before. Why not? You know, if for some reason he's taken over for Tannehill, he could be a phenomenal quarterback to have because of his rushing ability. The thing is, will he see the field? That's going to be the question. But yeah, other than that, you guys see how the draft went. We'll go through my pick here of Willis, and then we'll go ahead and log off. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, leave it in the comments. Let me know. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. We're dropping a lot of information for you guys, whether it's rankings or mock drafts or best ball drafts. We're coming out with stuff for DFS when football starts up again. I love daily fantasy sports. I love best ball leagues. I love season-long leagues, dynasty leagues, you name it. I play in it. I've had a lot of success in it. So I can't wait to share my knowledge with you guys. And I'm hoping you get to see that through all the videos that we're picking. It's coming up on our team pretty quickly. I highly doubt Malik Willis is going to get taken, so we should easily be able to have him. Although you've seen how we got sniped today. So never say never. Yeah, let's go ahead and take Malik Willis here. And with that, let's go over our final roster before we log off here. We've got Aaron Rodgers, Dalvin Cook, Nick Chubb, Cortland Sutton, Michael Thomas, Drake London, Logan Thomas, James Conner, Devonta Smith, Wilson, Edmonds, Williams, Matt Ryan, Devontae Parker, Daniel Jones, Julio Jones, Jordan Shepard, Zamir White, and Malik Willis. Guys, as always, I do appreciate you guys watching my videos. Be sure to, like I said, hit the subscribe button if you haven't hit it already. I'd really appreciate it. We're dropping all types of videos for you guys and some content to keep you guys up to date on all the new stuff that's going down to make you better prepared to fill up your trophy room with a lot of championships. I can't wait to see you guys on the next video, and we'll see all you guys next time.